the G, girl, you already know.
Yo, we back again. Word 'em up. Yo, son, we gonna take a little trip up to Maryland, feel me? Shout out to my sister, yo. You haven't heard lately, I drop a verse daily. I'm about to lay the rose petals for boxing first lady. Ask Cash, she not in it for a cash grab. She passionate when she speaking to make the crabs mad. Ashley's Corner got the news for the boxing heads. Whether you ball, rockin' waves, or you got the dreads. Cowboys bummy, nose runny, ain't nothing funny. These little dummies will sell their own mommy for insurance money. Tuning in on weekends, my favorite getaway. Giving you the boxing analogy every Saturday. Plus she got a hyperlink, so if you got a dime, spend some time and go to bonfire.com/store/love-in-sports, and you can lurk, hit the search, you could get a shirt. If you ain't learned by now, you never will. She got the clever skills where the sneakers are in high heels. All the cats boring now, they was boring then. There's no defeating her. Ashley's like a media, with knowledge like a thesaurus, encyclopedia. Them other lame channels remedial, make me sleepier. I tried to warn you, if I say again, your ass are gone. Y'all informants, get the hell away from Ashley's Corner. You lose a leg if you step a toe past the border. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner. Word 'em up. Ash Cash. We in the building, son. Judah Ben. Tell a friend, yo. You might say you on the block, but this is Ashley's Corner.
What is good? What is good? Salute to everybody that came in the building. I said this will be an open panel. I'm going to start to do these more. So I enjoy people's opinion like the next person, you heard? But salute to everybody that came in the building. I'm here. I'm present. Salute to you, all things in the building. First AMC FSG in the building. What's good with you, all things? Yeah, hit that like button when you come in. Salute to you, cuzzo. I'm going to see what I can. Let me see what I can burn. Salute to you for coming in the building. What's good with you? Mike Biggs Boxing is in the building. What's popping with you? Yeah. Judah Vision is in the house. The artist formerly known as Judah Vision is in the house. What is good with you? What's popping, pimping? Cam J Network. Hope all is good with you. Salute to you. Salute to you. Definitely appreciate you for coming in the building. Let me get something to drink, too. Jeez. That's better. These might say they own the block, but this is Ashley's Corner. Yeah, bars. Excuse me. But yeah, we in here. Yeah, we in here. All right, look. It's only really a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, even though I haven't been up here in like 2 weeks. Anything y'all want to say or come up here and say or whatever, just stay in the chat is also fine. You're more than welcome. But I heard Zepeda said that he wanted to he said that he was going to KO Shakur Stevenson. I like his tenacity, but I don't like him saying that, and I don't like him going in there thinking that he's gonna knock out Shakur Stevenson. The one thing you don't do in boxing is go into a fight looking for the knockout. And even though he throws a lot of punches, I think he should just focus on touching Shakur and getting those rounds up in the first couple of rounds, because that's what Shakur does. In the first 3 rounds, he's like really defensive. He's not really that much offense going on. He want to make sure he knows he got your patterns down for the rest of the fight. So he's not really that he's not really that offensive. He's a defensive fighter for the first 3 rounds for sure. Especially when somebody like Zepeda that throws so many punches, Shakur is really going to keep his hands in his pocket kind of for the first 3 rounds. He's going to open up later on in the fight. So he should just be focusing on touching Shakur for real for the first 3 rounds and not head hunting that much. He needs to be going to the body like, that heavyweight idiot or whatever. He need to go to the body during this fight a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a lot easier to hit than Shakur's head. But to go in there and think that you're going to stop him, like that's all that's on your mind. Even though you throw a lot of punches, I just don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good plan just yet. If he ain't cutting off the ring, Shakur gonna have a field day. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. They can't be following him around. Like, and just watching the 2 fights with Tevin Farmer, like, Zepeda is really not as good as I thought he was. I thought he was better than that. Like, I mean, he's the one who got dropped. He didn't drop Tevin. Tevin dropped him. And within 24 rounds for real, he was getting off on Tevin. Excuse me, on Tevin in a few of them rounds within 24 rounds, 2 fights. And it's like he didn't do that much damage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tevin got a good chin. I know he do. But at the same time, like, it really wasn't much he was doing to Tevin for real. You know what I'm saying? And he's slick. Tevin Farmer's a slick fighter. Shakur Stevenson is a highly defensive fighter. Like, I thought Zepeda was better than that. When I seen him fight Tevin Farmer twice, I was like, yeah, he's not as good as I thought he was. He ain't as good as I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? But now that he's fighting Shakur, like Shakur, it's like this is the same thing that I'm saying. I'm still saying the same thing that I was saying a couple years ago when Shakur moved up to 135. I wanted him to fight Zepeda then. I wanted him to be like Zepeda. I wanted Zepeda to be like his first name that he fought at 135, because I looked at it like he would have to show us a gear that we haven't seen or something we haven't seen, or it'll be a highlight reel for Shakur, or he'll look bad, but he'll have to show us. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was looking at it. I'm still looking at it the same way. Like, it's going to be a highlight reel fight for Shakur if he is that guy that he say he is. Even though, you know what I'm saying, Zepeda isn't even as you know what I'm saying, like, Tevin Farmer made Zepeda look a little bad, in my opinion, with them 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? He looked a lot better than he did before he got dropped with somebody that had something in the teens of knockout percentage and through his whole career. Salute to you, Tay. The queen is in the building. What a salute to you. The real queen of MMA and combat talk is in the house. Hope all has been well with you, queen. Jesus. Damn it. Salute to you, JJ. What's good with you, sir? Yeah, but I don't like Zepeda. I don't like that talk. I don't like that type talk. When you're talking about you gonna I've been all right. I've been all right, Tay Tay. I'm better. I'm better. You know. Yeah, I'm better. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm good. I'm good. Getting on with it. But yeah, if he go in there head hunting, period, I'm gonna just say this: if Zepeda go in this fight versus Shakur Stevenson head hunting and not cutting off the ring, it will be a field day for Shakur. It could be a highlight reel fight for Shakur, and the fight will catapult him better than where he's at right now in his career. Seriously, even though it's just Zepeda, that fight will do good for him in his career. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. But his friend, Keyshawn Davis, his opponent, De Los Santos, seems very motivated. He's talking that talk. He sounds very motivated also. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? Because if the fight already made and it's around the corner, I want both fighters to be very highly motivated and think they can, beat the other. That's what I want. I don't want no timid action. I don't want no not readiness. None of that. I want both fighters in shape and coming in here and ready to get it for real. I think De Los Santos is a good fighter. I really do. I think, but it's just been a recent cloud over his name that I always say this is what is being said because I don't know if it's true, and we shouldn't hold a content creator or just something we've seen on Google for real. You know what I'm saying, to that high of a standard. But they were saying that he was overweight, and Shakur said that he's the type of fighter that blows up when Shakur was about to fight Edward De Los Santos. He was saying Edward De Los Santos is the type of fighter to blow up in between weight. So I can see that, especially since he didn't have a fight in what, a year and a half, damn near 2 years or something like that. So, I mean, I can see that being true that Edward De Los Santos had hella weight to lose for this upcoming fight versus Keyshawn Davis. But, it was saying that he had a health problem, and that health problem could possibly not have him training. And even if he makes weight, it's a possibility that he's not 100% or 80% ready for this fight, even 70% ready for the fight. But but being that as it may, Edward De Los Santos, it sounds like he ready to fight. He came out saying something about Keyshawn Davis not being as good as Shakur Stevenson, and that Keyshawn talk too much or something like that. So hopefully he ain't talking trash just to get in there and not make weight, or get in there and just get beat up. You know what I mean? So hopefully he is ready to fight and he will make weight. That's like my biggest thing. I want to see what he look like on weigh-in, when it's time to weigh in. You know what I'm saying? Because if Edward De Los Santos is on his A game and he weigh in real good, he had a good training camp and there's no problems, and he coming there looking like the same fighter he did the last couple fights that he had, instead of looking, you know what I'm saying? This is a good fight. This is not even low key. This is a fact. This is a fact. Keyshawn Davis hardest fight for sure, and he better watch his ass. Salute to the family thing. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you in the super chat.
This is for the cool.
With the super sticker. Listen, I definitely appreciate your support though, family thing. Listen, a lot of people isn't really giving this fight the attention that it deserves, in my opinion. I'm just trying to make a little bit of sense of it. You feel me? Let me just make a little bit of sense of it. When Shakur Stevenson was going to fight Edward De Los Santos, a lot of people that knew Edward De Los Santos was looking at it like it was a good fight, like myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't know that much about Edward De Los Santos, I knew that he just fought Rayo, and I knew he looked good, and I knew the way Shakur was talking about him. I knew that he went to New Jersey and called out Shakur. Like, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? That he really wanted to fight. Sometime down the line, a lot of fans looked at Keyshawn as a better fighter than Shakur Stevenson. Okay. So, in my honest opinion, those same fans and those same people that like him or like the fight with Edward and Shakur should be talking about this fight even more, shouldn't they? They be talking about Edward De Los Santos versus Keyshawn. Don't make good sense. You know what I'm saying? Just good sense. Salute to you, Jarrell. What is good with you, pimping? Definitely appreciate you. What is good with you, 2 cents? Hold on. Anybody can come up here though, for real. Y'all can stay in the chat. It's all good. But no, I think this is Keyshawn's hardest fight, and if Edward De Los Santos coming there ready and fired up, this Keyshawn Davis, and people talk about Tank, bringing people down and weight and stuff. Not a lot of people's talking about Keyshawn Davis doing the same thing, but that guy Albright, that his brother's fighting, Calvin Davis is fighting. Calvin's fighting at 140. He started fighting at 140, and that's the weight class he fights at. Albright is one of Keyshawn's old opponents that was fighting at 135. Albright hit Keyshawn with a short right and had his knees buckled. So Edward De Los Santos got some pop. I already knew he had grip. I knew Edward De Los Santos had pop. You could tell by the way he built, for real. Like Edward he's really not that small up top. Like his torso is pretty big. And you could tell by the way, he be landing them punches. I forgot that one dude he fought. He kept his hands in his pocket the entire fight after he felt Edward De Los Santos punches. It's been said around YouTube streets, Shakur Stevenson kept his hand in his pockets and ran around the ring when he fought Edward De Los Santos and felt his power. So it's a big possibility that Edward De Los Santos get in this fight and drop Keyshawn Davis' ass. If he's 100%, it's possibility that this might be his hardest fight on paper, and within 6 rounds, it might be his hardest fight, as well as overall. Salute to you, 2 cents boxing. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat.
This is for the cool.
I definitely appreciate the invite. I'll stop out there anytime that I'm not doing nothing on a Friday night, for real. You know what I'm saying? I need to get back in the swing of things anyway, for real. So I needed it. And I appreciate you, 2 cents. My paper. Oh, okay. But yes, Edward De Los Santos is a wild card in this fight. If he come in there 100%, that's what's up. If he don't come in there 100%, and it's going to be very obvious to me because I've seen a guy fight a handful of times already. It's going to be very obvious to me if he's not ready for this fight, and if the rumors are true about him being ill outside of training. In between fights or a couple of months ago or whatever the case may be, and not being able to train correctly. That's the biggest thing with it. But I'm glad that the DB3 brothers got another fight card. You know what I'm saying? I think it's entertaining, and I think it's good promotion for the East Coast, good promotion for VA, and it's good promotion for boxing, for the 3 brothers to keep, having cards within the side. Like I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like Keon. I like his jab. I think he's going to get better and better. As his brothers probably wasn't lying that he might be the best Davis, the best brother, for real. Salute to you, Stephen L. the Mac. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Got a lot to overcome. Layoff, injury, weight. Yeah. And but he talking so spicy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what we talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got the sauce to beat him. That's what he talking. So, if he come in this fight 100% prepared, We're definitely going to see it within the first couple rounds. First 3 rounds, we're going to see it. Might be a tough 6 rounds for Keyshawn. Tough first 6. Seemed like Keyshawn done with Shakur. Brother stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't, because maybe he said it, and honestly, I really think that they can play with us and just go back and how a lot of people say that people make up beef just for publicity. People make up beefs just to get attention to their channel. And, I'm gonna beef with you. You're gonna beef with me. We're gonna both get, a lot of views and make up shit. For real. Being that they're so-called quotation, wait a second, being that they're brothers is a very big possibility that they can just be fucking playing us. Just like when they faced off, I'm like, what the fuck are they facing off for? And people was talking about it like it meant something. They playing with y'all. They ain't gonna fight. That is not gonna happen. I don't think it is, unless something drastic happened, and that money must be too good or something. Salute to you, Stephen Elder Mac. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat with the super stick.
This is for the cool.
That French stuff is like I said, they don't have to fight. They don't have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they don't have to fight. But the fans would like it. Shakur don't really care about the fans. He admitted it. Okay. And it doesn't matter, because he's winning. He's getting paid for fighting whoever, doing whatever he wants, saying whatever he wants. He's winning. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. It just is what it is. But Keyshawn Davis, if you're a real businessman, how much do it matter? For real. How much does it matter that y'all are friends? Oops, hold up. Excuse me. Friends fighting friends, though, for real. Floyd fought Zab Judah, right? Floyd Mayweather is friends with Zab Judah. They was friends for years. Years, way before they fought each other, they were friends. And everybody knew it. Sometimes trained out of the same gym. They knew each other's family. They were real friends. But they fought each other. And something great happened in that fight, right? Didn't something great happen in that fight? Zab dropped him for the first time in his career. Even though it wasn't counted, Floyd glove did hit the mat when Zab fought him. It's an amazing thing happened in that fight. It was amazing. That was friends fighting friends. You dropped Floyd Mayweather. Even though they didn't call it, his glove touched the mat. You can look at it at any angle, how many times you want to look at it. That's a friend fighting a friend. Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. His Tank's first draw. Something amazing happened. Kid Austin is now fighting Tevin Farmer, and it's going to be a good fight, and I respect both of them for making the fight because they are friends. And they're not being afraid of the outcome of what's going to happen in that fight, because something great could happen in that fight also. And shout out to Tank, Lamont, Jab, and Floyd. And this is why I say that, the comparison just don't work. You can't really say that these fighters are Floyd and they don't do what he do. You have to really be specific then, if that's the case. He's a certain type of Floyd. He's Floyd when it comes to this. But the comparison that people are, the Eddie Hearn, brown noser, I don't know what it's for. I really don't. Why? I don't know why they keep comparing people to like Brown. And for real, I would want to be the first me. I want to be the first me. I don't want people to always put my name with someone else's. I don't want to do that. And other fighters shouldn't want to do it either. They should want to be the first them. You shouldn't help another person's legacy live on, or whatever they did live on. And they shouldn't make them attaching to it, bro. Especially, that's what I'm saying. If all these fighters are really as good as they say, they shouldn't need all of that. They shouldn't need it. You know what I'm saying? They wanna compare themselves, fine. But the other, like Eddie doing that stuff, it's like, what is it for real? Floyd almost killed Zab as well. Yeah, like it's telling you, man. And they made a lot of money, you know. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't. They just don't want to fight each other. But I said since jump, I said if they both get titles, so what they just gonna just not fight each other and just hold the titles? That's the dumbest thing in the world, and both of them should lose fans. Because you telling everybody, oh, we don't, neither one of us won undisputed. Because that's all it's gonna take is one fight. If both of y'all had 2 titles, y'all still not gonna fight each other. And I said that since day one. You shouldn't be in the same weight class then. Looked at Kid Austin's interview, you said both of the things that I said when they first said that they wasn't gonna fight each other. That's the first thing. I was like, yo, that's weird. That y'all in the same weight class then. Especially if you keep saying that Keyshawn can move up to 140, then do that then. That makes more sense. And we could stop talking about it. Everybody, all the fans can stop talking about y'all fighting. It could be over and done with. Well, shout out to them stepping in the ring. I think they fighting on Jake Paul undercard, on Incredible Boys undercard, June 28th. I wanted to say something about T.O.'s clown ass. T.O., and this is the obvious thing about T.O. This is the number one thing obvious about T.O. when it comes to his boxing ability. This is the number one thing. There's people talk about how good he can box, the Gordo or whatever. We done seen that dude like once. We seen Gordo once, that's when he fought a washed up Josh Taylor. He couldn't beat Gordo versus Kambosos though. He couldn't beat Gordo versus Claggett. When he fight a boxer or somebody that moves around, like what's the dude name that started with a J that it fought and moved around? His fight was dry shit because he couldn't cut off the ring or do nothing about it. I can't remember his name. Probably with a J. But the number one thing is he relies on his power. He really does. He's not really, he think he can pop like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why his father keep talking about stoppage and stuff like that. Man, T.O. power is not going to carry up to 147 pounds. Okay, it is not going to carry up. His power is barely there at 140. Jermaine Ortiz, yes, that's his name. Bruh, power barely putted. The engine almost ran out at 140. He's not going to have no power at no damn 147 pounds. Y'all can call that shit. Y'all can hang that up to dry. This whole talking about him fighting Bud and then now him fighting Boots and people acting like he got a chance is all hogwash. It's BS, bro. People are just talking. Timothy Bradley just want to fight. And if y'all notice, he do this all the time. When Timothy Bradley want to fight, that's how he talk. He go with the person that's going to get washed and be like, oh, he's this and he's that. He better watch it, bro. He did this shit before. I don't believe Tim Bradley, bro. He want the fight, trying to make the fight, so he talking stupid, man. But who knows, man? He could have ran in with Bozy, so now he ain't never gonna say nothing good about Boots. Who fuck knows? His pops ain't the same. His pop ain't the same. No, it's not. He's not. What is he gonna happen? This isn't. It's not like this ain't natural power. Some people got natural. T.O. don't got natural power like that. If he had natural power, he would still have popped at 140. It's not really like that. I don't even know what T.O. walk around weight is, but he's really not that big, yo. He's like light in the ass for real. Like when y'all see him standing next to Boots and shit, y'all gonna see what the fuck I mean. T.O. is not big. He is not a big dude. Shakur walk around weight probably bigger than T.O.'s or the same. For real. T.O. is not big. You want to talk about him fighting some two big dudes, bro? Like Bud and Boots. Boots is big. Just because he fight at 147, he can make weight don't mean nothing. Boots is big. He long and he take up space in the ring. That whole Gordo shit and stepping the way he doing and all that flash shit is not going to work. I don't even think he even fought anybody with Boots' reach. Like the talk that people are having is just talk. Nobody really put no real thought into T.O. fighting any damn body at 147. For real talk. His competition is gonna lie with and I was about to put it on my thumbnail with Brian Norman. That's who he should fight. I think Brian Norman will dust Boots, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. I think Brian Norman will dust T.O. Not Boots. T.O. And the reason why is because T.O. don't have no damn pop. Brian Norman Jr., after he done playing with his food, he gonna bite your head off. And if you can't do nothing, if you can't even pinch the nigga, it's not gonna do. He cannot hit. He can't hit. He can't hit. Regardless of how good people think his boxing is, T.O. cannot hit. That's why he loses to Brian Norman. The only person he beat is probably Mario Barrios. And I like Mario Barrios, but he ain't beating nobody else. Wildin'. Is Bud Power going to move up to Canelo weight? No. In my opinion, it didn't move up when he fought the last dude he fought. It didn't move up then. I didn't know. I really thought that could have been a draw. For real. And I seen Bud putting in a lot them close uppercuts. He was hitting them with some good stuff, man. Majimov was still there. Like he didn't hurt Majimov. I didn't see him hurt Majimov. I didn't see that. I didn't see him hurt. You looking at a guy, this is a guy that was a boxer and moved around the ring at 140. When he got to 147, he was a little bit more stationary, set down his punches and stopped damn near everybody at 147. And he moved up, put everything in it versus Majimov, and nothing for real. I seen Majimov fight Virgil Ortiz. It wasn't the same. Virgil Ortiz was getting in Majimov's ass. Pause. He was getting in his ass. But he didn't get in his ass like that. Virgil was getting in him. So I don't think I don't think so. No, he's still going to go up a weight class. And that's what I'm saying. Bud got natural good strength, right? But every person got a cutoff to like how much muscle and healthy weight that they can gain. Afterwards, you're just going to be gaining weight, like junk weight, fat. You only can get really but so big without doing something illegal within the time period that Bud has had. You only can get but so big. And more than that, he ain't used to walking around with that weight on him. Even if he's gaining muscle, which he should be, he's not used to walking around with that shit on him. All right? Not going to say it's slugging him down or nothing like that. But, bruh, it's going to take a while for you to get acclimated and your hands get used to being like that. And, so, I don't think his hands is heavy enough to fuck with Canelo. I really don't. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? And I could be very wrong. We had a whole debate on my panel about T.O. being a competitive fight for Boots. It's not. It's not a competitive fight. It's not a competitive fight for nobody he's been calling out. For real. His competitiveness might be under 8 rounds with Brian Norman Jr. Brian stops T.O. Brian will stop T.O., man. I don't know how people got T.O. beating Brian Norman Jr. No. Brian Norman Jr. is stopping shit at welterweight. T.O. cannot stop shit at 140. And we're not talking about names. We're talking about The same type of people that he's stopping at 140, at 147. Brian Norman Jr. is stopping the same type of names on the same level. He's fighting those type of people at 147 and stopping them. Those same type of level type of fighters Teal was fighting at 140 and going the distance. Getting his eyes bubbled like radishes and all of that. All of that. And people want to talk about, oh, Brian got dropped. How many times did Teal get dropped? Y'all know he got dropped in his first fight. In his pro debut, the man got dropped. He got dropped versus who else? Cambosis. He got dropped versus who? Sando Martin. He's not beating no Brian Norman Jr. Bet that. He ain't beating Brian Norman Jr. Too small for boots. Yes, he's not big, bro. Watch. Watch when he's standing next to Boots. You're gonna see what I'm saying, especially on a night you weigh in. Yeah, that's when I see how big Rolly was on the night he weighed in versus Ron, and you turned around and I seen his back. I was like, damn, you look like a welterweight. Teal gonna get done 10 times worse than Mikey. It's gonna look bad. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look bad. Teal trusts that Philly shell too much. He trusts his defense too much the way to fight Boots the way he fight Boots. The way he fight, period. He trusts his defense too much. Boots gonna crack that defense so fucking fast. And when he feel Boots' power it's not gonna be the same, yo. It's not. Like I think this is something to give him publicity and him to say he had the balls to do it. He ain't gonna win. I'm not trying to. He's not gonna win that. All of the points you're making is the reason why I think Teal won't fight Boots. I think Teal is a clout chaser. Like Teal was one of the biggest clout chasers out of a lot of people that he called out. He's really not fought none of them. And who did he call out to want to fight at 140 besides the one dude he fought, Josh Taylor? Who else did he want to fight at 140? Like, I really want to answer to that. Who else did Teal ever want to fight at 140 since he's been in that weight class? Boots is perfect sparring for Canelo. Yes, I think that's a good one. Salute to you. What is good with you, Thomas Hill? Mr. Charming is in the building. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. But should be able to keep Canelo honest. Maybe not Canelo chin grind. Yeah. But can school him. For real, Bud can win the fight. It's boxing. He can win the fight the same way Skull won the fight. Not saying he got to be not as much off it. Like, I'm not saying he got to do everything that Skull did, but stay on the outside, use his jab and pick him apart and stay on the back foot and keep moving around. He can make it look good, but he can win like that. He can win like that. It's very possible he can win like that. The one thing that Bud always, the one thing that I don't think anybody likes that he do is the fact that when he does get hit with a good punch, he won his back immediately. That's a bad thing with Canelo if you're in Canelo's range. It's a bad thing. Canelo's not even really that fast. It's his timing. You understand? So if he hits you real good and he know that he gonna get that back, bruh, that's when he can get some of his best punches off on Bud. But other than that, like, if Bud don't care about how entertaining this fight is, he can win the fight. He can win a fight. It's possible. Teal got thumped up by Clagger. Yes, his eyes was fat. You understand me? Fat. How do you think? It's gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him. Pop out of cell, man. He's gonna hurt him. Yeah. To test her fortitude. Yeah. Sue to you, Robert Jenkins. What is good with you, sir? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Bud wins the Bud wins the fight. There's footage of Bud putting combinations on Carlos Diamonds with 16-ounce gloves, and it was effective. So imagine with 10 ounces. It's possible you can win the fight. Not to mention Shakur said he seen Bud put heavyweights on Stinky Legs. Man, listen, if Tank put heavyweights on Stinky Legs, people that weigh as much as him, welterweights, they should do it too. And everybody above him. I believe all of that. I believe all of that. And people say the things that he say about Bud. People say they said the things that they say about Bud for a reason. You know what I mean? Where was I at? I'm gonna tell you one thing about Canelo. He's smart the way he did Tio. That's how you do a racist person. You tell him you don't like him and you stop helping him do whatever you're doing. Whatever you was helping him do. You stop. That's how you handle it. If people cancel them, that's how you handle Tio. Just stop. Stop talking about him. Stop buying the shit. Stop watching. Just stop. And Canelo did the right thing when it came to that. And I seen he was real sad. He was sad in the face. He was live talking about nobody wants Teofimo. Nobody wants Teofimo. They don't want me. Like, bro, you're a jerk on purpose. It's like Tio find his opportunity to say stuff too. He find his opportunity to say stuff. I remember Bud said something about a gorilla, and he had to sneak it in and say something about all the commissioners allowing this or something stupid he said. I'm like, yo, see, this is like, Tio don't have no home training, or he just didn't get beat as a child. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is with Tio. It's weird. The stuff that he just don't know when to quit too. You just keep going. I don't know what it is with this man. He definitely need to get beat up though. He definitely need to take another loss. It's not like the man undefeated be talking like he's undefeated. he talks so high and mighty. Shakur also said he was going to knock out De Los Santos. Sometimes it just be in the fight. Yeah. But these fights coming up, I think they're going to be entertaining without much problem. They're going to be entertaining. Like these fights coming up, I don't think anybody can mess them up. Period. Regardless of what anybody's plan is to do. What anybody's plan is to do. What Shakur's plan is, what Keyshawn's plan is, Edward De Los Santos, the pay don't matter what any plan is. I think they're going to be entertaining. They're going to be entertaining fights. Shakur never said that. You're a liar. He never said that. What? Shakur not even a KO guy. He already said he doesn't look for KO, but if he said an opportunity, he'll just say boost. I don't know. Shakur says a lot of shit. I don't know what that man said or didn't say. That dude says a lot. And him canceling though, Canelo canceling his ass is the way to go. That's how you deal with somebody like Tio. He said nobody wants to work with him at 20 because he's 27 years old. Excuse me. And dry his ass out. It's highly needed. Tio need. And I heard they was talking about him taking the belt away or something like that because of the way he was acting and stuff that he's saying. Shit, you might as well scare him. See what happened. See if you say it again. Now, people saying that not people. What's his name? what's his name? Bill. Bill said this is how his son is going to fight nowadays. This is how he fights now. That's a problem, man. That's a problem. And I know probably for them it's not a problem because they have the ability to get in with a promoter and make a fight regardless and get paid well, just like Shakur. They have the ability to do that. So what we think don't mean much, but to give my opinion on the matter, because I do watch Devin Haney fights, and being that he's at welterweight at the time that he's at welterweight, there's a lot of good fights to be made. So I just think if he has anything to do with it, they're not good fights anymore unless he's losing. And it's bad to say. It's bad to say. You understand what I'm saying? It's bad to say that because his best fight was the Ryan Garcia fight. Even though the controversy in the fight, that was his best fight. It was his most entertaining fight, I should say. It wasn't his best fight in his career. His best fight was Lomo. But because of the controversy behind the Lomo fight, the fans don't like that. The fans like the Ryan Garcia fight. And saying that, they hated the Jose Ramirez fight. The people that was there hated the fight. The person that paid y'all hated the fight. Okay. So if that's going to be his style for the rest of his career, what fight is going to be entertaining that he is in? That's the problem. What fight will be entertaining that he is in? I don't know about that, Jarrell. Oh, my phone is dying. Shit. Hold on. Damn it. Who won the Orioles game? Do y'all know who won the Orioles game with the Boston Red Sox? All right. I wanted to talk about accomplishments before I get on up out of here, bro. I'm going to eat some more of this. I want to talk about accomplishments. Because people talk about accomplishments like that's the best thing to have in boxing. It's the beginning and the end. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about accomplishments. Damn it. In the sport of boxing, you can have accomplishments, and accomplishments is the same thing as accolades, if you ask me. Accolades. I've said for years, opportunity is what gives fighters in the ring. That's what gives fighters in the ring. Opportunity. Not necessarily how many wins you got, how good you are. Sometimes it doesn't even matter about who you fought or what you're ranked. It's all about opportunity. Red Sox won? Yes. I won. Give me my money. Anyway. Thank you. Appreciate that, Thomas. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you, 6 feet. Definitely appreciate you. But it's I've said for years, opportunity is what gets a fighter in the ring. It's not how good you are. It's not the things that should get a fighter in the ring for a good opportunity to gain a good accolade or to accomplish something specific in this sport. It's all bullshit. All of that stuff comes from politics. Politics springs opportunity in the sport of boxing, not how good you are. Opportunity. Okay, you only get opportunity is what is going to get you any type of accomplishment, regardless of if you could have won. If you don't have that opportunity to get in the ring, you're not going to have those accolades or those accomplishments. Those it's all built up behind politics. Only fighters that's under the powers at B, meaning that's being pushed under certain promoters or sometimes certain sanctioning bodies, because they pay to get ranked sometimes, a lot of times. All of that shit. That kills your opportunity. It kills your opportunity. It shuts your opportunity down. If you're not one of those people being pushed. But that's when you get the opportunity, is when you're being pushed. Excuse me. It's a lot of fighters that I can give you examples for all over the board. The Machine, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Thomas. It's people all over the. Who was the guy? It was so many people above Keyshawn Davis. He would have never been the guy if Loma would have stayed. If Tyson Fury would have stayed. You know what I'm saying? If Shakur would have stayed, he wouldn't have been the guy at Top Rank. He wouldn't be headlining. Those people left. So he got opportunity. It wasn't that he did something great in the boxing ring or he showed major potential just in one fight. So he was next and they just, no, that stuff, he would have never got the opportunity to accomplish having a title at the age that he have right now if Loma, Shakur, and those people were still fighting for Top Rank. And that's just the truth. It's just the truth. On the other end of it, you see Boots. Boots had all the talent in the world. For all of these decades, we've been having professional boxing. Nobody's ever been named a cheat code, and nobody disagreed. Out of all the haters of fans, nobody ever was like, in the beginning, when he first came out and being called that, nobody was like, he's not a cheat code. All of us was in total agreement. Did he get opportunity for accomplishments at a young age? Do you think it was possible? He got no opportunity to have those accomplishments, to have those accolades until certain people left. It just so happens Keyshawn Davis, those people left at an early age for him to accomplish what he accomplished. Them people wasn't gone when Boots was still being the guy, but anybody can see Boots is a way better fighter than Keyshawn Davis, so how come he didn't get it at a younger age? You see how stuff just really don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? It just really don't work like that. When people act like somebody's accomplishments run something, it doesn't. It don't run shit, and y'all know it. People use accomplishments and same thing to me, accolades, which I said is a dirty word, because people use it like it's like a fight shouldn't happen because of certain person's accomplishments or accolades that they don't have. It's all bullshit. It's all hogwash. It's not true. And it shouldn't be used. Can you turn on your camera so I can make sure you're a person and not playing? Whoever's in this back, I'll put you on the screen once you show me who you are. You got to turn on your camera for a second. Manny Pacquiao, what did he do to deserve his recent title opportunity? Nothing. Nothing. He did nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like when people be like accolade, he has more accomplishments, man. His accomplishments is the reason why it shouldn't be the reason why of nothing. Period. No fighter's accomplishment should be the reason why of any goddamn thing, bro. And his bottom line is because y'all know that it's politics in this game. Y'all know if certain chess pieces moved, they wouldn't even have that fucking opportunity to have the accomplishment. I'm not saying they would have lost. They would have never got in the ring. It wouldn't have been their fight. It would have been someone else's. It's not, and everybody say this all the time, like, oh, well, he shouldn't fight him, yo. He's as well as accomplished this fighter is, man. He shouldn't have to fight. Like, bro, are you serious, bro? Let's just make some fights. I mean, how many fights did these people got in them? Nobody's really did no ground. People can have the best resume and people say the resume suck. Other people can have sorry resumes and they fans be like, it's the best. So does it really matter? For real, let's just get some good fights. So much weight on accolades. It's too much. Too much. And accomplishments and accolades is the same damn thing, bro. You saying the same shit. What a fighter accomplished. What a fighter accomplished, bro. It's not fair that certain fighters get the opportunity over other fighters. And then fans act like, and fans just straight up ignore it and be like, oh, well, he don't have this and he don't have that. Like, I just want to see these fights, honestly. And people keep throwing the word accolades around. People keep throwing the word accomplishments around to get their fighter out of a fucking fight. That's what I see. It don't even matter if the fight's hard or not for their fighter. They just get them out of it by saying that this stuff been happening for like 4 years, 5 years straight. People just been talking about the same stuff over and over again so a fighter won't fight. I'm getting tired of it. It's not, and y'all know it's not real hard actual evidence to not have a fight happen. Like, seriously. But the truth is, the only fighters with opportunities have the most accolades, if any accolades. For example, David Benavidez is the best in the sport, in my opinion. But he doesn't really have the most accolades or accomplishments. I talk about, if Boots beat Canelo, people can't act like Boots is Bud. If Bud beat Canelo, people can't act like Bud is the best in the sport. And they say that I'm not right for saying that he got to beat David. How am I wrong? How am I wrong? David is the guy. People keep stiffing David and nobody you say that you care, but prove it. David is the best dude because nobody want to fight this man. He keep moving up, tearing shit up. People are stealing opportunity out of this man. They taking food off of his plate over and over again, weight class after weight class. He's supposed to be fighting Bivol. They won't even give him the fight that he fought for. He was trying to fight Canelo to get his title back. They ain't even give him that for years for weight classes. But Bud didn't fight nobody at 168. Not a damn soul. He fought one person at 160? And he's getting a Canelo fight. Everything I'm saying proves my point. Bruh, how? How does accomplishments mean that much? You see one person, everybody's scared to fight him. You know Bud gets that ass dusted versus David Benavidez. That's why you don't want to talk about it. Just the same way how Devin Haney fans didn't want to talk about Boots when he said he'll fight Boots when he was at 140. Like, bruh, he said it. Stop being scared for your fighter, bruh. It don't matter. It don't matter, bruh. You should still be a fan. It don't matter if he lose, does it? Technically, he lost. Devin still got fans. It don't matter. It don't matter who lose. You should still be fans. It doesn't matter, bro. Seriously. Devin Haney. David Benavidez is that guy. David Benavidez is that guy. You can't say after all, and this is the same reason why I was like, yo, the reason why it doesn't matter to me that much if he beats Canelo, because Canelo's not an undefeated fighter. He has a lot of wear and tear on them treads, boy. Y'all talk about how fucked up his knee is. Talk about how he missed a step, how he's got a lot of boxing years on him. Y'all talk about all these things, but want people to give him 1,000% credit on somebody that already lost twice, 3 times or whatever. Like, y'all saying all this stuff about Canelo is taking away as much as, you know what I'm saying, respect that I can get him for not respect, but credit that I can get him for the win. It's very possible that he can win. Bud is a very smart fighter. He's got the reach, he's got the height, he got the footwork, he got the speed, he got the power. He got it. It's very possible. But you can't tell me he's the best for beating Canelo and David is right fucking there being like, bro, yeah, people are playing keep away with this man for like 5 years straight. Bud is that guy right now. After he beat Canelo, he's still that guy. There's nothing going to change. If he loses Canelo, he's still that guy. But he's not the best. Y'all, somebody got to see that man. And people want to talk about Morrell. Morrell wanted to fight him. At least he fought him and moved up to do it. Opportunity, man. Where's David's opportunity? So he can get some fucking accomplishments. So he can get some accolades and respect on his name. That's what it takes to be a fan. To be a fan of boxing, you need some fucking accolades, bro. You need accolades? Stop playing, man. David is that guy. In my opinion, is always going to be David. You got to beat David. A tracksuit. While another does more than the same, folks deem it masterclass. A diet. Man, David, I gotta give respect to David. Almost like they hoped he would lose to Morrell, shaking my head. He has been granted a decent shot yet. Nah, facts. He can't move as well. Hello, Ed McQueen. He can't move as well as he used to. So David is definitely going to be there for all the hits. I wanted the best man to win, but win or lose, got to get that Canelo versus Benavidez. Even if he lost, fam, real box fan. Like, yo, honestly, I think like people just need to give David a little bit more respect, man. You need to give that man some more respect than what he's getting, because he gets stiff too much, man. If everybody got the same amount of opportunity as Lomachenko, records would be totally different nowadays. And everybody that's old that box would be a true hater. Everybody would be mad their ass is old and didn't get the same type of opportunity. Real talk. Hold on. But I just want these fights to get made. I want people to stop talking about accomplishments like that stops some shit. I really do. And let's just make these fights, man. It should like a loss don't mean nothing to me. They really don't. If a fighter lose, they lose. This is everybody's human. It's a lot more to life. And bad things happen. Period. Life on your motherfucking ass. Life will light the fight week. It'll life the same day as the fight. And shit happens, man. It all depends on how your fighter come back. It all depends on how he come back. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that came in the building. Isn't there some fights about to come on right now? Yo, I just seen that you wrote in the daggone private chat. My bad. If you still in here, Robert Jenkins, hit that joint again, and I'll let you come up here. But yeah. Exactly. Make the fight. Losers happen in life, and nobody is perfect nor can be, even if they happen to have an undefeated record. That's facts. Josh Taylor. Salute to everybody that came in the building. I'm hot as hell now, yo. I think there's some fights that's supposed to come on. I need to check the rest of my bets, make sure they're giving me my money. That's what I need to do. For real though. But salute to everybody that came in the building, yo. I'm gonna be here next Saturday for sure. I guarantee you I'll be here next Saturday. Lord's willing, I'll be here. But salute to everybody that came in the building. Salute to everybody that gave through the super chat. Definitely appreciate the support. Support is very much needed. Always like the channel, always sub to the channel. And I will see y'all. Wait, where's my shit at? I'll see y'all next Saturday. Peace. Holla at your girl. I'm working outside. Penny X.